What's going on? Darts, Hollow Sounds here, and I'm in a dark place and there's a creepy light underneath me. But there's no time to talk about that because I want to talk about streaming services and why, well, I don't directly post my own music to streaming services because it's annoying and a pain, and you're going to get like 2 plays because you're competing with, I don't know, the 200,000 uploads a day on Spotify. You're kind of wasting your time. Now, in my opinion, I would need to have a decent following online or significant monetary investment to go into advertising before I release an album or something like that, right? I'm okay producing for other people and they can release it under their own back. You know, it's easy for me like that, or me selling then my services, you know, or doing stock music, okay? But actually releasing music under my own sort of artist's sort of name, I feel is a bit pointless. And every time I see these sort of videos, TuneCore Exposed or Distrokid Exposed, I kind of think it kind of supports my view. Yeah, I mean, what I would do, if I had a plan in place, I would basically get enough following online for the music alone and then release on Spotify. I wouldn't just release on Spotify because on its own, if you haven't got no real online following that's sort of current, you're going to be wasting your time. But let's see what this woman says about TuneCore Exposed.
TuneCore took the position that our client is not a real artist, but went on to say our client is a scumbag, doesn't deserve the money, they will not release it to our client. I've released 1,200 videos on this podcast to help them to stay protected from predators in the music business. And this is the first time that I'm actually using my platform to call out a company that works so widely with so many artists. And it's because I'm shocked, I'm disgusted, I'm outraged, and I just really can't stay silent on this anymore. You know,
just have to pause a second. Just a second, I've got something really important to say. Just hold on. I like her hair.
Now have to prove that they're real artists in order to get paid their royalties that they've earned from music platforms.
Hi, it's Distrokid here. We happy to inform you that you've got 500,000 plays. Here's your 50p.
And music distributors just get to pocket the money or to give it to someone else, whoever they want. And
I don't actually know specific numbers, but I think if you get like 1 million plays, you'll be lucky to get $1,000 out of it. $1,000.
Distributors are okay exploiting artists and taking what really is likely hundreds of thousands of dollars that belong to artists. So I want to provide context. When we talk about music distributors, what we're talking about are essentially the gatekeepers, okay?
Distrokid, TuneCore, CD Baby.
You have to upload your music through a music distributor. If you want it on Spotify, Amazon, or Apple Music, so they're the gatekeepers. They're glorified banks. You go to a platform, let's say like TuneCore, you upload your music, you tell it where you want it to send all your music, it collects the monies that are earned, the royalties that are earned from those platforms, and they're supposed to put it in your bank account.
It's like Ski says, he goes, you know, he doesn't upload his stuff to these streaming platforms because, and he referenced Snoop Dogg, it's like, because you don't know what money they're actually gathering from your plays. So they could get like, I don't know, they can make, let's say they make $20,000 off of your music and they just give you, I don't know, $2,000 or less. There's no way to tell, there's no way to categorize how much money you're earning or what you're worth. And it just seems like these streaming platforms are just dominated by mainstream artists. Like pretty much every other platform, from SoundCloud to YouTube stars, and pop media just comes in and takes over. Like YouTube, you know, the most successful videos on YouTube that get millions or even billions of views are from pop stars, pop artists and mainstream TV shows. And the only people who are successful outside of that, like normal YouTubers, really, in the millions of views, are those who do reviews or talk about a popular franchise. That's the only way they get popular. And even then, like corporations, they monopolize the game, they own it, and you're just sort of like, you know, the unsigned artist or producer or something like that, just floating around the bottom feeder, eating the scum and the leftovers of what these big corporations take.
They CD typically, and that's just what it is. But they're basically meant to be the gatekeeper, to get your music onto music platforms, and you have no option other than that. Some artists will lose access to, might have their music taken off of music platforms if there's infringement, or someone's claiming there was copyright.
Yeah, you better watch out with them sample packs you're getting from Splice, because 1,000 other people used exactly the same loops. And so as soon as you release that tune that was supposed to be, well, the samples you used in that tune were supposed to be royalty free, they're not. TuneCore is basically deleting people's music and basically just giving no reason as to why they're doing it. They just delete the music, give them a basic message, and they can't tell them why they're deleting it. It's just, your music's deleted, we're not going to tell you why, and there you go. Thanks for your money. So that's TuneCore. There you go, that's my thoughts on streaming and my reaction to a tiny percentage of this video, which I'll leave in the description down below. I am going to go and make some more music that nobody's ever going to hear apart from me.